A very good friend of mine wants to get into content creation. He wants to start working on his YouTube, and he wants to just get into the streaming scene in general, just like me. And we had a chat a while back, and we discussed some things that we can do to grow our YouTube channels. And he hasn't started one yet, by the way. And I told him to basically just upload videos every day talking to a webcam like I do. And he said that's a good idea and that he will start doing it. And today I asked him, have you started uploading yet? And he hasn't. So I asked him why, and he said that he's trying to get his sleep schedule fixed, and then he will start working on the things that he wants to work on. And we had a conversation that inspired this video. You see, I've been there. I've been in the stage where I'm like, I have to wake up at 6 a.m. and 6 to 8 I'm gonna go to the gym, and then 8 to 2 p.m. I'm going to do deep work. And I've looked up Andrew Huberman's routine, and I've looked up hundreds of successful people's routine, and I've written them down in like a fucking Notion file, and it hasn't worked yet. Like, I still don't have a perfectly fixed sleep schedule, and I still sometimes end up waking up later than I need to, and I still sometimes end up sleeping later than I should. And so the problem with that approach, with what happens, the problem with having a schedule is that if you don't wake up on time, then you are not going to get anything done that entire day. Like, let's say my perfect schedule, or the schedule I have, it begins 6 a.m. for me. And quick little side note, this video is obviously for people who have their own freedom of schedule. So like students who don't have to wake up really early, or obviously this video is for people who have freedom over the schedule, of course. So what happens is that if I want to wake up at 6 a.m. and I want to work out from 6 to 8, like after doing the morning, shower and stuff like that. If I want to do that and I end up sleeping until 8 a.m., then my dedicated workout time just got spent sleeping. So now, if I have to perfectly follow my schedule, then I'm probably not going to get my workout done, right? Because if I do everything else, then the workout gets missed. And in my experience, what happens is that whenever I sleep in late, I have a really late start to the day. And then the things that I was supposed to get done earlier during the day never get done that day, of course. I mean, so it's really weird. What has worked for me instead is that I have a task list. So basically I have a list of all the things that I need to get done every single day, and I just focus on getting them done. They don't have a fixed time anymore. Like, I don't have to wake up and go to the gym at the same time every day. I don't have to work on my YouTube video at the same time every day, and I don't have to like study at the fixed time every day. I do still like to have like a certain amount of hours allocated to each thing, like, for example, like 6 hours of studies and 6 hours of working on content or whatever. Like, you get the idea, right? So I still like that, but this idea of a fixed schedule it does this thing, and this like a lesson that I read in one of the books that I read. And if you know which book it's from, then you're on the right path. And the lesson was that never hope for completion of anything in life. So basically, this whole idea that when this gets done, then I will do that, it's just not going to work out. You're probably never going to get the thing that is this done, and you're probably never going to do what you want to do. So basically, another example is another friend of mine who also coincidentally wants to get into streaming, and he's like a he's very young, and he has a lot of free times. Like he does study in a uni, but like he basically like almost except exam days, he doesn't do anything all day. Okay, so he plays video games and stuff like that, and he's very good at video games, right? So he wants to get into streaming and do all that shit. And I told him to stream every day, and he and he told me that he will start streaming when he will move into his hostel. So he's supposed to move into a hostel soon, and that's this thing again, that I will do X when Y happens, and then Y might never happen, or even if Y might happen, you still might not do X, and you might just associate that X with a new Y. Like I will start streaming when I move into my hostel, and then he moves into the hostel and he's like, hostel life is super difficult. I will start streaming when I move back into my parents' house, and then the cycle keeps going. So point is, another lesson that I read in another book is that this is like a version of the lesson, but I believe if you don't do something today, then you're probably never going to do it, right? So that's obviously not 100% true, but you get the idea what I'm trying to explain. That if you just keep delaying, if you say I will do this in the future, then that's just bad. That's really bad, because that future might never come. And you have to remember that you, like the person watching this video, you are living in your present, right? And this future you that you think will get the task done will at his future time be present you. I don't know if this sounds complicated, but I'm not trying to make it complicated, okay? My point is that you're always going to be living in the present, and every difficult task is always going to be much easier to just delay than do in the moment. So this loops back into the sleep schedule thing, is that if you just say that I will start working on my goals, I will start working on my channel when my sleep schedule is fixed, then even though eventually you might get your sleep schedule fixed, but you don't know that. It might take a year, it might take 2 years, okay? Probably might not take that long. But the point is, you don't know the amount of time that you're just gonna straight up waste waiting for your sleep schedule to fix, okay? And that's the point of the video. The point is not that you won't actually get your sleep schedule fixed, and there's like loads of videos out there that can help you with that. My personal recommendation would probably be videos from Healthy Gamer. That's a lot of videos from his channel have helped me a lot, so they might help you too. But the point of this video is that even though you might eventually will get your sleep schedule fixed, you shouldn't count on it. You should do the things that you need to do every day, regardless of what time you wake up. So if you want to work on your YouTube channel, work on your YouTube channel, even if it's at 4 a.m. in the morning. Okay, do the things that you need to do, even if you sleep at 5 a.m. like a degenerate and you wake up at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. If you want to go to the gym first thing in the morning and your morning begins at 2 p.m., then go to the gym 2 p.m. right? Like, you understand the idea that I'm talking about, right? And you don't want to waste time. You don't want to wait for your sleep schedule to fix and just waste a lot of time just doing nothing because you don't have the right sleep schedule. And yeah, this obviously doesn't mean that you don't try to fix your sleep schedule, because sleep is one of the most important things in life, and a good sleep needs to have a good sleep schedule. So it is super important. Don't take this video as that sleep schedule is not important. It is very important. However, not having a fixed sleep schedule does not mean that you stop working on the things that you know you should work on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like the video, then like the video. If you don't like the video, then dislike the video, and subscribe for more similar content. And yeah, I also stream every day on Twitch, although in this video's context that might not make much sense and it might be off, like, kind of random, but I do stream on Twitch every day. If you want to catch me live, that's where you can find me. And that's it. Thank you for watching.